Okay, so we are going to be learning about some holidays and festivals from Japan. Does anyone know where Japan is? Lewis, where's Japan?
Right north is south.
No, not quite. Jasmine? Jalen, sorry. Yes.
It's almost by China.
Yes, it's almost by China. So if China is way east, Japan is just off of that. It's a big island. It's actually 4 big islands put together, and they have a lot of different holidays that we don't always celebrate, but some things are pretty similar. So today, we are going to compare and contrast the United States and Japanese holidays using a double bubble map. Have we used a double bubble map before? Yes? Awesome. So we already know kind of what we're doing. So, I'm going to ask you guys first to start off by closing your eyes. You're going to close your eyes. And I want you to think about your favorite holiday, okay? Think about the things you do on that holiday. How do you decorate for that holiday? Do you eat anything special on that holiday? Alex, close your eyes. Give you a few seconds to sort of think about it. Alright, when you got a good vision in your head, give me a thumbs up. Okay. Who's going to share with me some of their favorite holidays? David, what's your favorite holiday? Thanksgiving. And what do you do on Thanksgiving, David? You forgot? Jalen. Christmas. And what do you do on Christmas, Jalen?
I give away presents.
Give away presents. Jasmine.
The first thing I do on Christmas.
Uh-huh.
We go to my grandpa and grandma's house and we eat cookies.
Ooh. Anybody else? Jennifer, what do you do for your holiday? Summer's kind of as a holiday, right? Summer break. What do you do on your summer break? You go on vacation. Let's see, we'll take a few more. Ricardo. Yeah, what do you do on Thanksgiving?
All my cousins are in our grandma's house and we eat turkey.
You eat turkey at Grandma's house?
Yeah.
A few more. Quaylen.
4th of July.
4th of July, that's a good one. And that is very special to the United States, right? What's the 4th of July? Why do we celebrate 4th of July? Who knows? Or at least why do we celebrate 4th of July?
Because usually only Mexicans get to throw fireworks whenever they want to. But in the 4th of July, Americans get to do it only on that day.
So we get to do fireworks. Let's see, what else do we know about the 4th of July? Because this is a big one for the United States. So why do we celebrate it? Alex C.
I was born on that day.
You were born on the 4th of July?
Well, it's in July 4th.
You were born in that month? That's very exciting. So we can put down birthdays as a celebration, yeah? For a holiday? Birthdays. Okay. Courtney,
We celebrate the 4th of July.
hold on. Courtney's talking.
We celebrate the 4th of July because that's when the Americans got free from being slaves.
Almost. They got free from England. They declared independence, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. So that is our Independence Day.
My birthday's in March.
Independence Day. All right, just a few more. Just a few more. Lewis. What's that? Veterans Day.
Ooh, inventions.
Why do we celebrate Veterans Day?
Celebrate the United States.
Celebrate the United States. And why else? Jasmine. Oh, perfect, yeah.
We get to open presents.
You get presents. All right, just a few more. I'm going to do two more. David. Halloween. And what do you do on Halloween, David? And give out candy? I have another question for you guys that you may or may not know. Really quick. Do you know what Halloween is in Mexico?
No. Oh, I know.
Ricardo.
The Dia de Muertos.
Dia de los Muertos. Exactly. And what does that mean, Dia de los Muertos, Ricardo?
Like, celebrate the important person that died from the family.
That is excellent. We celebrate the important people to us that died. Loved ones. Okay, so these are all excellent, excellent examples of what we celebrate in the United States. Move on. So, now, who knows anything about Japanese holidays or festivals? Do we know anything about Japanese holidays and festivals? Maybe? Well, why don't we find out? We'll find out together, okay? Because I have this awesome PowerPoint that I put together that will show us a bit about the holidays and festivals of Japan. Okay, so we'll ignore the writing on the board for now, if we can see through it. So, Japanese holidays and festivals. What's a holiday or a festival? What is that? Samantha. Okay, and what do we do for a holiday? What makes it so special? Why is it a holiday? Lewis. Mm-hmm.
Make like one holiday.
Mm-hmm.
It was like people. It was a lot of people who made holidays, and then it passed away. But like every like day, like they eat when they like remind each other and stuff like Wednesday.
So we celebrate holidays to remind us of important things, right? So Japanese do the same thing. They celebrate very important holidays to remind them of certain things. The biggest holiday, I wish I didn't like this now. I'll read it to you guys though. So, Japanese New Year. Japanese New Year is the biggest celebrated holiday in Japan. It's very important to them. It's celebrated on New Year's Eve, on New Year's Day, on January 1st, just like we celebrate here. And again, it's the biggest holiday for them. And here is what Japanese New Year might look like. Big fireworks. And this, who sees this building right here? This is a very special building in Japan. It's called a jinja. Can you guys all say that? Jinja. A jinja is a holy place. They build these beautiful structures so that they can celebrate spirits, because they believe that spirits are in everything. So they have these very beautiful structures, and then they have all these nice fireworks around them to celebrate. Another holiday in Japan is called the Japanese Doll Festival. This is also called Girls' Day. It's a very special day for girls. They celebrate it on March 3rd, and the Japanese celebrate Girls' Day to pray for the safety of children. And what they do is they have all these very beautiful dolls that they organize, and they put up on these beautiful shelves like this. So they have all these kinds of different dolls that the girls put together, and then they make these beautiful arrangements for them. Oscar, can we find a seat, pal? We're not sharpening our pencils just yet. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, so since we have Girls' Day, we also have Children's Day, which is also known as Boys' Day. So the boys and girls each get their own different holiday. It's celebrated on May 5th, and the Japanese celebrate Children's Day to pray for the happiness of children. They celebrate Children's Day flying these beautiful kites that look like carp. Who knows what a carp is? Samantha. It's okay. Lewis, what's a carp?
A carp is when you go to grocery shop, you hold a carp.
No, not a cart. A carp. C-A-R-P.
Carps?
Anybody ever hear of that? It's a type of fish. And it's a very important fish to Japan. It represents strength and vitality, which is energy. So this is what these flags look like, and they're very, very pretty. Yeah. So, this one right here, this is the biggest one, right? And this one is for the father of the family, and then it goes down, mother, sons, and daughters at the very bottom, like that. So usually is the sons first, because this is for Boys' Day, right? So the father, mother, and then the sons, and then daughters after that. And they all fly, all these families fly these beautiful flags to celebrate. We have questions? Jalen. This one on the top is the family symbol. It's like a family crest. So some of the families will have that up to identify the family, and then we'll put these up for the father and mother. Lewis. Lewis has a question, you guys.
Are these made of real fish? Like they take off the fish skin and then they...
No, it's not. Daniel. It's not made of real fish. It's made out of silk fabric, and then they paint them or they dye the fabric so that it looks like these beautiful different scales. Samantha. Is that what? Right here? I am not entirely sure what that is. I think it's just a family design that they wanted to put on there. All right, one more question, then we're going to move on to the next one. Aralise.
Is that carnival next to that symbol?
This right here, that I think is just a windmill that blows in the wind. Another decorative thing to draw attention to the family's flags. All right, Alex, last question, then we're gonna move on to the next slide.
I like the father's one.
Do you like the Father's one? Why is that?
Because it has stripes and lines.
Because of all the different lines on it. It's very pretty, isn't it? All right, we're gonna move on to the next one. All right, this one is pronounced Gyeon Matsuri. Who can say that? Gyeon Matsuri. This is a holiday that is celebrated where people ask the gods they believe in for protection from sickness or disease. Does anybody do that here where they pray and they ask for protection from sickness or disease? Do you do that? Where do you guys do that, Courtney? At night by your bed, that's good. Lewis, where do you do that?
Like sometimes my dad takes me to church like early in the morning.
To church?
Nobody's not there, we pray.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a very good example. We pray in church sometimes if you are a Christian, and you can pray just like they do here. They celebrate this on July 17th, and they celebrate it with a huge parade. It's just gigantic, and it goes on for 3 days. And the last day, they close down all these roads, and they have a big parade. Who can think of a time when we have a big parade for a holiday? I think one might be coming up. Alex?
Which kind of praise?
Any kind of parade you can think of. I can think of two. In Spanish? Ricardo, can you help him out?
One parade they celebrate like Mexicans, like Los Días de Mexicanos. Los Días de Mexicanos.
Los Días Mexicanos. And why do they celebrate that?
Because maybe some of the families they live in some of the families of the United States was living in Mexico. Then like the Mexicans, for they live in Mexico,
Mm-hmm.
they're important to celebrate the Dia de Mexicanos.
That's awesome. Who can think of, does anyone know a parade that we celebrate in the United States? A big parade, Jalen. Thanksgiving, that's always a big parade. The Macy's Day Parade in New York. They have big floats that they go for like an hour, 2 hours down the streets. What's another parade? Courtney.
I know one that's celebrated in Chicago because I used to live right down the street from it. It used to be celebrated down the street in a park where they dressed up to make sure they on the news. They dressed up and walked down. I don't know what they did it for, but they had a parade or something. I think they did it for some kind of thing.
So the United States uses parades to celebrate their holidays too, right? So this is what the parade for Gyeon Matsuri looks like. Wow. They have these big ornate structures, and then they have people carrying them all the way back, and they have musicians playing, and they have all kinds of things going on during this parade. Do you have a question?
I heard some people be acting like they're kings and they be on that.
Mm-hmm.
People act like they're kings.
Like an emperor in Japan? Yeah, exactly. Jasmine?
I have another parade.
What other parade?
It's for St. Patrick's Day. I went to Chicago and they dyed the river green.
That's a great example. For St. Patrick's Day, we do have a St. Patrick's Day parade in Chicago. All right, we got one more holiday and festival to get through. This is the Festival of Bon. Do you guys say that? Bon. On this day, Japanese believe that ghosts and spirits come back, and so to guide the spirits back from earth to heaven, they will light these candles and they put them in a little container so the light will glow, and they float them down a river. so that the spirits can follow the candles back to heaven. So that's kind of like similar to Dia de los Muertos, where we honor the dead and we try to guide them back and offer prayers to them. Yes, Courtney?
If you watch the Book of Life there, that's kind of what they did in the first part. Well, when she told the kids the story, that's kind of what they were doing.
Did they float candles down a river for people? That's amazing. That's awesome. Jalen?
I know a festival in China.
Yeah? What festival?
Chinese New Year.
Chinese New Year. Chinese New Year is very similar to Japanese New Year, but it's celebrated at a different time. Alright, so this is the last picture I have before we move on to our activities, okay? This is what the Festival of Dawn looks like. All these candles put in these little structures that are painted and they glow and they guide the spirits back to heaven. Alright, last question before we move on. Alex,
I know another celebration.
what celebration?
It's about, I think it's in July or it's Ramadan. The soldiers who save our life, and the people who save our life.
For Veterans Day? Yeah, that's a good celebration that we have. Alright, one more, and then we're gonna move on. Alright, Elise.
I know a movie that has
Really? What movie?
Rapunzel.
Rapunzel, they do this too? Do you know why they do this in Rapunzel? No, but they have the floating candles. Okay, we are going to move on to our next activity. I'm glad you guys are so curious about all of this. But we are going to fill out our double bubble maps. And I want you guys, you're each going to get one, but I want us to work together as a table, okay? So I'm going to have, who are my paper passers today? Ricardo and Evelyn. Perfect. Alright, so can you pass out one to everyone? And then after we all get one, I'll tell you guys what we're going to do, okay? Alright, give me a thumbs up when we're all ready, when we all have one. Give me a thumbs up. Oh. Paper passer. Everybody has one?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so we are going to be filling out a double bubble map. What is a double bubble map used for? Jasmine. Exactly. So what do you think we're comparing today? Jalen.
The holidays we know and the holidays that
Exactly. So U.S. holidays are the holidays that we celebrate and the holidays that the Japanese celebrate. So we're going to need our pencils. I need you guys to stay in your seats, but you'll work with your groups. And I need you guys to be in a level 2 whisper voice, so you're just working together. And what's our attitude, you guys?
I can do it!
Awesome. So when I say the magic word that begins with G and ends with O, I want you guys to butts up or bottoms up, heads together, and start thinking as a group what are similar and different things about U.S. and Japanese holidays, okay? Go.
Okay.
Japanese Boys' Day. Think about how they celebrate, what types of things they use to celebrate. No, you're just stretching.
Anywhere we want? No, not anywhere. Wait.
United States holidays. So we'll write down our holidays here, and then we'll write down Japanese holidays here, and then what's similar about that. For the United States holidays, so what's the United States holiday? We'll go over them on the board at the beginning. Christmas and Christmas. C-H-R-I-S-T and A-S. And then think about what you do on Christmas. Not maybe some of them, but that's not a very big holiday for Japan. No, but think about first. Ladies and gentlemen, for similarities, the holidays aren't necessarily going to be the same, but think about the ways that they celebrate the holidays. Like they have maybe parades. I think we talked about parades. So think about other similar connections. The holidays won't always be the same, but how we celebrate will be very similar. Dia. D-I-A. That's it, Dia? Are you trying to write Dia de los Muertos? Put that on the United States side, because that's more Mexico, United States. I should have put Mexico, but let's put that over here, because Japan doesn't celebrate that. Put that over on the U.S. side. Yes, oh, because these two, they're going to be different holidays, right? But we want these to be the similar ways that they celebrate. So you guys work together as a group to think about it, okay? So D-I-N, and then D-E, L-O-S. Another word. And then muertos is M-U-E-R-T-O. Alright, I'm going to give you guys like another minute. Don't feel bad if you can't fill it all in, because we're going to come back together as a group to talk about what we wrote down. Just how do you celebrate this? One thing. You can put it right on your face. I'm seeing some good answers, you guys. All right, 10 more seconds and we're going to come together, okay? guys? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I want you to put your pencils down. And then we are going to meet over in the library area. I'm going to call you guys over by table groups, okay? Can I have table group 4 come on over? Oh, good question, Alex. Can we all bring our papers, our double bubble maps with us? Thank you very much for reminding me. No, you guys are good. Can I have group 3 come on over? No, we don't need pencils. Can I have group 2 come on over, please? And group 5 come on over. Bring your sheets with you. Let's slow down. And group 1. Okay, let's all make room for each other, okay? Okay. Let's make some room. You guys can scoot over here. Courtney, why don't you come on over here? That's me. Or scoot over. Courtney, come on over this. Boy, scoot in out of the way, go. Louis, scoot down so that Adrian and Carly can get in. Louis, out of the way, go. Scoot down a little bit. There we go. Oh. Okay, so I want to hear some of the great ideas that we've come up with for the United States, and I also added Mexico because we did talk about some Mexican holidays too, right? So I want to hear about some of the ideas you came up with for the United States and Mexican holidays and festivals. Who's got a good one? Jalen. Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day. What do you do on Valentine's Day? Well, you eat chocolate, so you get candy. Candy, there we go, spelled correctly. Ricardo, I think you're saying quietly. Yeah?
We walk in the streets.
Parade? Yeah? Parades. Yeah, we do celebrate a lot of parades, both Japan and our culture too. Thanksgiving. That is a very much U.S. holiday. And what do we do on Thanksgiving? What's one thing we do on Thanksgiving? You celebrate your brother's birthday, but what's something that we all celebrate? What's something that we all usually do on Thanksgiving? Alex, see? We eat turkey. Turkey. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Alright, who's got another thing for me? Remember, oohs, don't make me want to call you. I want to see people sitting nice and quietly raising their hand. Evelyn, thank you. Christmas, that's a good one. Christmas. And what do we do on Christmas? Get presents. Alright, who can name either another holiday for me or something we do on one of these holidays? Quaylen, thank you for saying holiday. Japan, you got something for Japan?
Children's Day.
Children's Day, awesome. Do you know what Children's Day is also called?
Boys' Day.
Boys' Day, awesome job. Boys' Day. Who can tell me what the Japanese do on Boys' Day? What's something that they do on Boys' Day? Galaxy.
It's about boys.
Oh, New Year's? Awesome. We do go celebrate New Year's. New Year's big, very big holiday for both of us. Ariana. You have two for Christmas? What do we do on Christmas? Play in the snow? Oh, very good. Houses. Alberto. Yeah? You give presents too. Very good. Who's got some for Japan? Let's try to fill in this side here. What do we have for Japan? Jalen. Girls' Day. Awesome. And what do we do on Girls' Day in Japan? Do you remember what was in the picture for Girls' Day? What were they called? Oh, who knows what they were called? Do you need a partner to help you out? Call on a partner to help you out. Decorate dolls, so it's also called Dolls' Day. Decorate. Yes, let's sit still. Decorate dolls. Very good. Who's got anything else? Lewis, what do you have for me? For here? Okay. Hmm? I'm sorry, I don't know. Oh, quinceañera on this side. For Mexico? Yeah, quinceañera, very good. I'll add that one in. Who knows what a quinceañera is? What's a quinceañera? That's a very good one. Arlise, can you tell me what that is? Hmm? It's only for girls, and when do they celebrate a quinceañera? When do they celebrate a quinceañera? Ariana? What age do they turn for a quinceañera? Almost. Ricardo.
15 years old.
15 years old, so until they turn 15, right?
Yes.
Let's not be rustling papers, we're still listening. Do we see a similarity between this girl's holiday and something over in Japan? What's similar? Evelyn. Girls' Day. So we have 2 girls' holidays. So I'm just gonna put Girls' Day and very nicely done. Who can think of anything else to fill in our double bubble math? Samantha. Yeah. Yes. We already have Girls' Day. Do you have anything else? They have holidays. They do have holidays. But what else? Daniel, do you have something for me? You want to call a partner to help you out? Think you got it? How about Adrian? I haven't heard from you yet. They do both celebrate holidays and festivals. I will throw that in there for us. Holidays. Alright, let's try to fill in this last bubble for Japan. Who can think of anything else for Japan? Alexi? What do you have for both? That's also good. They do. I don't know if they all celebrate birthday, so I don't want to put that one in just yet. Ricardo.
For both, we have children's day, we have like kids day, and they have children's day.
Do we have a kids' day? No, I don't know if we have a kids' day like they do. Let's see if we can fill in this last bubble here for Japan. Courtney. They celebrate with candles. That's a great one. Alright, just a few more, and then we're going to move on to our next activity before the lesson closes out. Or at least. We already have, oh, did we Dia de los Muertos. Very good addition. Alright, do we have anything else? Maybe for Japan. This side's looking pretty full. Do we have anything else for Japan? Lewis. I don't know so much about that. Let's think about ways they celebrate. What do we see in the pictures for Japan? Alex D. They have fish kites. Do you remember what those fish were called? Those fish are called carp. So I'll click on carp kites. And they represent families. Alright, I'm going to take 2 more. David. There's parades. We already have parades in the middle. Jalen. 4th of July. Do we have that one already? No? Alright, I'll throw that one in too. What's similar between 4th of July? What do we do that the Japanese also do that we do on 4th of July? What do they use? Alex D. Fireworks, awesome. Alright, so we're going to stop there. This is an excellent list, you guys. You have one? For what? What's that? Halloween. Do you not have that already? I'll throw in holidays. Alright, awesome job, you guys. You think you learned a decent amount about Japanese holidays? Yeah, they're pretty interesting.
Yeah.
They got a lot of similarities to them, don't we, between us and them? We still got a few more things. Alright, Elise, what do you have? Easter? Well, we got this like pretty cool. I'm curious if you guys know anything else about how the Japanese celebrate holidays. Think about what we saw in the pictures. Anything else? Lewis? What were you going to say? That's in China, but good idea. Oscar. Fireworks. We did just add that. I saw that on your list and I thought that was an awesome addition. Okay, last one, Daniel. Cinco de Mayo for Mexico. Alright, I'll throw that one in and that's going to be our last one, okay? Alright, awesome job, you guys. I'm going to leave this up for now, but I'm going to ask you guys to return to your desks, and I need my paper passers to come up to the front with me and collect our next activities, okay? This is going to be one of the last things we do from the lesson, okay? Great job here. So you guys can go quietly walk back to your desks. My paper passers, if you could go to the front with me. Yes, sir. And then show me, that would be amazing. Okay? Awesome. Yes, dear. Oh, that's okay. They were probably just turning it on. Okay. So we need to pass out these. I'm going to give you these. These are for the boys. And these are for the girls, okay? So ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention for one moment? I am passing out our next activity. This is kind of a fun thing that I just wanted to show you guys before we close out the lesson. We're going to be doing something similar to what the boys and girls do on Boys' Day and Girls' Day. So the boys, excuse me, the boys are all getting a carved kite that they get to decorate, so you can use your crayons, markers, colored pencils to color that in, and then you can cut it out and bring that home. And there's even little holes at the front for you guys to hang string from it so you can fly it later on. And the girls are all getting a Japanese doll figurine that you can cut out, and it's got little sides that you can fold in so it can stand up for you, so you guys can color that in as well. And yes, Alex. You're going to fly it? Good. So you guys will color that in just like they do in Japan, and I hope you enjoy that. And then we will have a little exit ticket to close out the lesson. No exit ticket. Okay. Alright, well here's the thing. Why don't we give these to take home, and I would love for you guys to fill out the exit ticket real quick for me. So this will be an activity for you guys to do at home. But what I want you really to answer is if I can have my paper passers one more time really quick. If you could just pass these out. And in 1 to 2 sentences, I just want you to write down what you thought was really interesting to you about Japan today. Okay? Because we learned a lot about their holidays. So if you could put your name on it, and then tell me 1 to 2 sentences, something that you thought was really interesting that you learned about Japan. And then we will move on to our next lesson. You can draw a picture if you like, you can write a sentence, you can do both. But I want to see what you learned about Japan today, okay? And then I'm going to come around and collect those. Can you what? We're doing things about Japan. We're going to learn about Japan today, okay? Yeah. You got an extra one? Give me a thumbs up when everybody has one. Who's got one? Okay, excellent. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll be walking about. And we'll just take about a minute to fill this out, okay, you guys? And if you could, please put your names up at the top so I know who did this, and then we will move on to our next lesson. Extras. If you want to draw a picture, just make sure that you label what holiday it's for. Yes, Dan. You can draw however many. Yes, teacher. Whatever you thought was most interesting about the hands for my second, so do both. Or the hands for If you guys are having trouble, remember we have our double bubble map over there. You can always go up to there as a resource to look at that and think about what we learned today. Excellent, Alex. Thank you so much. Thank you. What's this? Okay, give me right. I'll know what you finished it? Oh, awesome. Very nice. When you're finished, you can start working on the handout that I gave you earlier until we're all done, and then we'll have to put that away. That looks great. Very good, you guys. These are looking excellent. You finished? Very good. These look very good, you guys. Don't forget to put your name up at the top because I want to see what we all learned about today. Okay. You guys have about 30 seconds more, okay? And then I'm going to have to come around and collect. You can draw on that for now, but we're going to be wrapping up really soon, you guys, okay? Awesome. Alright, who's still working? We got about 10 more seconds, you guys. We gotta finish up, okay, so we can move on. Alright, raise your hand when you're finished, and we're gonna come around and collect those. Yeah. Okay, oh, Caleb, can you put your name at the top for me, Tom? Okay, thank you so much. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Yes, sir. You finished with yours already? Thank you. Thank you, Colleen. Nice to meet you. Called, Bond. B-O-N. Alright, you guys, I need to come around and collect your exit slips, so put the last touch on, and then we're going to move on to the next lesson. Thank you very much, Alex. Daniel, are you finished, bud? You haven't finished, okay? Thank you so much. Oh, that's excellent. Oscar, are we about finished, buddy? Well, we need to move forward, okay? That looks great. Courtney, are you finished here?
Yes.
Can you put your name on that for me? Very nice. Thank you very much, Courtney. Alright, Oscar, I need to grab your thing, okay? Jennifer, are you finished? Okay, well, we gotta wrap it up, okay? Can you put your name on that for me? Oh, perfect. This is for, what's this one? No? This is very nice. Anything you want, Oscar? I gotta collect it, buddy, okay? Because we gotta move on. Awesome job, you guys. Thank you so much for participating with me so well. I hope you guys learned a decent amount about our holidays in Japan.